Picture this. You're all packed, your flight is tomorrow, and suddenly you learn that Europe just completely changed the rules. Not minor tweaks, massive updates that could cost you hundreds of dollars or even prevent you from boarding. Shocking, right? Well, buckle up, because the landscape for traveling to Europe is shifting dramatically in 2025-2026, and if you ignore these changes, your trip could turn into a logistical nightmare. Let's start with the elephant in the room. ETIAS, Europe's new electronic travel authorization system, finally rolling out in late 2026. Think of it as Europe's version of the US ESTA, and yes, it's been delayed more times than most of us can count. Originally set for 2022, then pushed to 2024, 2025, and now finally slated for the last quarter of 2026. Once live, Americans, Canadians, and other visa-exempt travelers must apply online, answer a series of background questions, and pay a $20 fee, almost triple the originally announced $7. The authorization is good for 3 years and allows multiple entries, but it's a new, unavoidable cost that hits your wallet before you even board. And here's the kicker. While this may sound bureaucratic, there's a silver lining. You won't pay it for every trip. But combined with other changes, this fee is just the tip of the iceberg. The EU is also rolling out the Entry-Jaw Exit System, EES, replacing passport stamps with biometric scans, fingerprints, and facial recognition on every border crossing. Yes, even with your US passport. Long lines, initial confusion, and a steep learning curve for both travelers and border agents are inevitable. Europe is clearly doubling down on security, but these changes are not subtle. Imagine standing in a serpentine line, watching your travel plans shrink with every tick of the clock, all because you didn't know ETIAS and EES were coming. Miss this memo, and your dream trip could turn into a very expensive, frustrating experience. Now, while Europe rolls out ETIAS and EES, the United Kingdom is playing by its own rules. Post-Brexit, the UK introduced the Electronic Travel Authorization, ETA, in November 2023. Americans now must apply online, get approved for 2 years, and pay $16 per person, up from the original $10. It covers England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So, between ETIAS at $20 for mainland Europe and the UK ETA at $16, a solo traveler is already looking at roughly $40 in mandatory authorizations just to set foot in Europe and the UK. Suddenly, that affordable European getaway feels a little more like a budget calculator nightmare. Here's a small relief. If you're just transiting through London or Manchester and remain airside, you don't need the UK ETA. That means a simple connection en route to Paris, Amsterdam, or Rome won't hit you with extra fees, provided you never leave the airport. But if you step outside, the ETA is unavoidable. Now, let's talk about baggage, a subject that strikes fear into every budget traveler. EU lawmakers are moving to eliminate extra fees for cabin bags under 7 kilo and 100 centimeters on all flights. If passed, budget airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and Wizz Air must include a free carry-on bag in every ticket. That's a massive game changer because right now these airlines are charging $50 just to bring a small bag on board. Suddenly, transparent pricing could replace those nasty surprises at checkout. But, and there's always a but, airlines aren't taking this lying down. Staff bonuses for catching oversized carry-ons are rising from $150 to $250 per bag, with no monthly cap, incentivizing gate agents to enforce size limits aggressively. Your slightly overstuffed bag could easily hit you with fees of $60 or more. So check your luggage carefully. One miscalculation could turn your budget flight into a money pit. The bright side? There are solutions. High-quality, airline-compliant carry-ons like the Tank Carry-On by 4Y2 luggage fit perfectly within limits, avoiding disputes and surprise fees. With smart features like built-in hooks and front-access pockets, packing efficiently and boarding stress-free becomes possible. And if you act now, a promo code can save you a little extra cash, a tiny win in a sea of new rules. Let's shift to something that can silently wreck your day: liquids and carry-ons. Several European airports, think Birmingham, Edinburgh, Milan, Rome, Berlin, and Amsterdam, are now letting travelers carry up to 2 liters of liquids in cabin bags without container limits. Thanks to advanced CT scanners, you can bring full-size shampoo bottles, large water bottles, and more. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the catch. This is not universal. Step outside these upgraded airports, or pass through US security, and the old 100 ml limit still rules. Packing inconsistencies could easily land you in a stressful scramble trying to offload essentials at the gate. Now, here's a little-known time saver for travelers returning to the US. The TSA launched a pilot program in July 2025 that lets passengers on select flights from London Heathrow skip the rescreening process when connecting in the US. If you're flying American Airlines to Dallas-Fort Worth or Delta to Atlanta, you go straight to your connecting gate after clearing customs. That's 60 minutes saved, plus a lot less stress. The program is limited for now, but if it expands, it could revolutionize transatlantic connections for savvy travelers who know where to look. And while we're on evolving airport rules, beware of dynamic local regulations in Europe. Some cities are cracking down on over-tourism. Venice charges day trippers $5 during peak days, Barcelona is phasing out thousands of short-term rentals, and Amsterdam raised tourist taxes to some of the highest in Europe. On top of that, Europe's labor unrest is ongoing. France's air traffic control strikes in September 2025 affected thousands of flights. A sunny vacation can quickly turn into hours of delays, cancellations, and frustration if you're not prepared. Europe in 2025 is beautiful but volatile. Being informed isn't optional anymore, it's survival. A missed update can cost you money, time, and peace of mind. Before we wrap up, let's connect the dots. ETIAS, EES, and UK ETA aren't just bureaucratic hurdles, they're checkpoints where your preparation matters most. Missing any step can mean denied boarding, delays, or unexpected fees. Here's the reality. Europe is tightening borders, digitizing entry systems, and cracking down on small errors. But the smart traveler can turn these challenges into advantages. Hack number 1, apply early. ETIAS and UK ETA approvals take time. A 3-year ETIAS lets you travel multiple times without reapplying, and the UK's 2-year ETA works the same way. Beat the rush, avoid last-minute panic, and skip anxiety at check-in. Hack number 2, maximize carry-on compliance. Budget airlines may enforce stricter baggage checks, so invest in a bag that fits airline requirements worldwide. Features like front access pockets, built-in hooks, and slightly smaller than standard dimensions can save you $60 or more in oversized fees. Hack number 3, know airport-specific rules for liquids and security. Some European airports allow 2 liters of liquids, but most US airports don't. Check before you pack to avoid confiscation or delays. Hack number 4, use TSA pilot programs strategically. If flying from Heathrow to select US airports, take advantage of rescreening exemptions to save 60 minutes. It's a small trick, but it compounds when you're navigating multiple connections or tight schedules. Finally, stay informed about local policies. Tourist taxes, entrance fees, and labor strikes are becoming the norm. Venice, Barcelona, Amsterdam, all have added new costs or restrictions that can derail your budget if you ignore them. Europe in 2025 rewards travelers who plan ahead, stay flexible, and know the hidden rules. Miss a detail, and the stress, fees, or delays can ruin your trip. Master the systems, and suddenly you're not just surviving Europe, you're winning at it. So let's recap. Europe is changing fast. ETIAS is coming in late 2026 with a $20 fee. EES is replacing passport stamps with biometric scans, and the UK ETA will set you back $16. Budget airlines may include free carry-ons, but aggressive enforcement of size limits means your bag still needs to be perfect. Liquids rules vary by airport, TSA pilot programs can save you time, and local city regulations or strikes can throw unexpected hurdles in your path. Ignoring these changes isn't just inconvenient, it's expensive, stressful, and can turn a dream trip into a nightmare. The key takeaway? Preparation is power. Apply for ETIAS and ETA early, check baggage rules, pack smart, and stay informed about airport and city-specific policies. Even small actions, like choosing the right carry-on or knowing which airports allow 2-liter liquids, can save you money, stress, and precious travel time. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone planning a European trip. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments. I read everyone and love helping travelers stay one step ahead. And don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter where we share insider tips you won't see anywhere else. Europe in 2025 is thrilling, but only if you travel smart. Don't be caught off guard. Plan ahead, pack wisely, and turn these changes into advantages. Happy travels, and I'll see you in the next video.